McPherson has this one teed up.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston. Off the play fake, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
The 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Stafford. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now it's Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're starting up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
That's good for the Saints.
From the red zone now, Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On second and 11 now. Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Running right, here's Sanders.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Stafford on first down.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slam. Down inside the 10.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll run in Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat off blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. to take it himself. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose. It's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Winston from the gun on third down. This is caught. It's Boyd. Such a good route runner. Shows you there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jameis again. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, Winston. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Winston. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points. points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Play action. Stafford. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Winston now. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Smith.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Throwing, Winston. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So it
looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Rams.
Now a give, right side. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down, back to Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dante Fowler in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 15.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action now. Winston. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he's got some space here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jameis now on 1st down.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets him right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. The Rams ready to go on offense.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Rams. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Jameis to throw it.
Olave over the middle.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 23.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Shoves him aside. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Another run here with Sanders. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Third and 2, Stafford.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the right hash, this from 53.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns. But in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, Winston. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know that.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number one.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from a big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. Third and long for Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35.
75 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively.
McPherson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Olave holds it in.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Winston's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Flushed out right. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. First down, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Winston now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Winston on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we without a ride nobody with, we the ones.
It's alright, man. Cool, I been going there like